Hello everybody and welcome. It is BB Smith 0711 bringing you a sniper gameplay, and this was requested on my YouTube channel by EMAX33456789110. So here you go, buddy. And I just wanted to do this, one, because I like sniping and it's fun, and two, to show everybody that if you have a request for me, I'm going to take it seriously, and I'm probably going to go through with it. So if you have any requests for me that's reasonable, that you think I can accomplish, send it to me and I will do my best to do it. So it's taken me a couple of days to get this, so I hope he's still pretty happy with it. But this is a free-for-all on the map Mission, and I thought this was a good map to use this on because it's kind of bigger on the outskirts, and I try to stay away from the middle of the map right here where I'm running through right now, because there's a lot of people that kind of can camp in these corners and stuff. But in this, I'm using the L118A sniper rifle, which is a bolt action. It's the first one you get. I haven't prestige high enough to get the second one, or I haven't leveled up high enough on this prestige to get the second one yet. And the sidearm I'm using is a pistol, and it's a 44 Magnum, going all Dirty Harry style on them. And I'm using Blind Eye, Quick Draw, and Marksman. And I'm using the specialist perk, or the specialist strike package, and I have sleight of hand, scavenger, and hardline on it. But my advice is always use, if you're gonna snipe in free for all, use sleight of hand, quick draw, and marksman. Those are your best bets. Sleight of hand is probably the best perk for a free for all, hands down, because you never know how many punks are gonna come on the other side of the one you just killed. So that's my setup for this game, and it took me a while to get a good sniper gameplay. It's not as easy as it seems, even though it is a lot easier in Black Ops. It's still by no means easy to get a decent sniper gameplay, and that's what this is. It's nothing exceptional. It's a decent one, and it shows off sniping from Modern Warfare 3, and some pretty good sniping kills from myself. So in the comments, leave me a message as to what you would like to see me do and why I should pick your request over anybody else's, and I will get it on here and let you guys see it and show you that I do care about my viewers and that they matter. What you all say matters to me. So that's enough of that. So let's talk about sniping. And like I said, this is much easier than it was on Black Ops. Even though Black Ops was a lot more balanced, I think, as a game. It was, if I came up to somebody, well, one thing I can say for sure is, in Black Ops, when I came up to somebody and I drop shotted them, 90% of the time I would kill them. And I think it's mainly because I have better gun skills than a lot of people, probably better than 50% of the people I play with. So 90% of the time, if I drop down, that gives them a smaller window to shoot at or knife at, and I should get that kill. Well, in this game, if you do drop shots, people can knife you without even looking down. If they just hit that knife button, they're going to knife you. So here's a couple of quick ones. This is the joy of marksman. I would have never noticed that guy hanging off of there if I hadn't had marksman and that name pop up. That's what marksman does for you. It shows you people at longer ranges, and it's really, really cool if you don't use it. And that's my next point, is that marksman and quick draw and sleight of hand are the best for sniping. Even though I didn't have them as my set perks here, man, that was an epic fail right there. I shot like 15 bullets at that guy and finally killed him. So those are the three best in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, comment and tell me why. Maybe I'll try it out, maybe I'll change my opinion, but from what I can tell, those are the best for this style and free-for-all sniping. Another tip for sniping in this gameplay is that movement is key. You cannot sit in the same area for too long, or they will know where you're at and they will come and get you. And I apologize, I forgot to say this at the beginning. It's cold outside. I live in Kentucky and it's freezing, and my sinuses are killing me. I don't know, when the weather changes, and it changes every day here pretty much, it messes with my head. And I can barely breathe right now, so that's probably, if you hear me If I sound weird, sound all nasally and breathing hard or whatever, that's why. So I apologize for that. But it's freezing, and that's why I'm like that. So movement is key, but don't move too much. Especially with the sniper rifle, you can't be all Rambo and run out in the middle of the maps and expect to get a lot of kills. So don't try that, or you will die. Unless you're really good at quickscoping, but I don't think anybody is good enough to win a free-for-all running constantly and not finding an area and kind of managing it. And I think that's key to free-for-all in general in Modern Warfare 3 because of the spawn situations. Is that you should pick a quadrant of the map, maybe, if you want to call it that, and own it. Whoever comes through is yours. And that, if you notice, that's the way most people play it. This guy is just camping the whole game right there in that same spot. But that's how you win in free-for-all in MW3. You pick an area of the map and you own it. And you move around and you kind of reseat your area, I guess. But that's the best tip that I can give you through all these free-for-all matches that I've played because of the crazy spawns in this game. I can kill a guy and he'll pop up right behind me and get me. So that's the best method that I can tell you. And it's really hard, and it's pretty difficult to stay in the same area for a whole match, and that's silly. Don't do that. Run around, but not too much. So that goes on to my next point, which is find your spot on the map and hold on to it. Don't let anybody else come into it, and if they do, kill them. And if you can't kill them, come back for them. But those are the best tips for a free-for-all sniping match, other than the normal one. I think everybody knows is to, if you're going to try to snipe, you need to increase your sensitivity so you can get those crosshairs moved quicker. And it's all about preference. It's all about which kind of sniper rifle you use. I prefer the bolt action because I've used them since MW2, and that's when I snipe. That's just the way I like to do it. And I know sometimes it is a disadvantage to someone who has a semi-automatic sniper, and they can pop off 2 rounds in the time that it takes me to shoot 1 and barely reload. So sometimes it is an advantage, but it's just not my style of gameplay. They don't do as much damage, I don't believe. I could be wrong on that, but they're just not my cup of tea. And if they are yours, then by all means use them. Don't take my advice for it. Do what you feel is best if you want to snipe. If not, I hope you enjoy watching this video. Usually I don't snipe, and I like to watch people do sniping commentaries on here because it's really cool to see people who do well at sniping, because it's difficult a lot of times to have a good round while you're sniping without finding one area and just sitting there and going back and back and back to the same area, which is not the way I play. I'm way more aggressive than that, and I think you kind of have to be on this game. You can't camp, extreme camping or anything like that. So that's my overall tips for sniping, and sorry, I was rustling some papers around with my notes on. That's my overall tips for sniping on free-for-all, and the type of perks to use and the type of strike package to use. I always recommend specialists, but I don't get mad about anybody using the regular kill streaks. I don't think it's cheating or anything like that. So that's my spiel on sniping, and hopefully the next thing I want to try to work on is a Moab. So if anybody has a request as to how to get that, or if you have another style of gameplay you want, just let me know. Check out this last skill. Boom! So don't forget to leave a comment and tell me how I did in this video, and any requests that you have, or any maps, any guns, any types of gameplay, whatever. Just let me know. And I hope you all enjoyed it, even if you're not a fan of snipers. As you can tell, I'm not a quickscoper, if that makes you happy. So thank you all, and I'm out.